As a tailor, are you afraid of sewing for people because you're afraid that maybe you might damage the fabric of the person, or maybe you will not deliver a standard work to that customer or client? Well, today I'm going to give you 3 tips that will boost your confidence and remove fear when doing work for a client or a customer. Like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel Luyasi. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video you get the first time notice of it. If you have any question whatsoever, hit me up in the comment section. Let's get right into this video. As a tailor, especially when you're still in the learning phase, there's always this lack of self-confidence. You feel like maybe you're not good enough, or if you start collecting work from people, you're going to do a bad job, or you're going to make a mistake that will ruin the fabric or ruin the work. Now, the first tip that can actually improve your confidence and actually remove fear is to improve your skill. Now, I can tell you that you need to go and read self-help book, self-confidence book, and tell yourself, I can do it, I can do it. I'll be lying to you. That's not how you boost your confidence. Now, there's this confidence that comes from competence. When you know you are competent, when you know you are skilled at something, when you know you're very good at something, automatically confidence comes. So most times the fear most tailors or beginner tailors have when it comes to actually delivering a quality work is because of lack of adequate skill. Deep down, if you're not skilled enough, you will know, and that knowing will actually reduce your self-esteem and your confidence. Now, there was a time I had when I was still learning, when I was still in the fashion school, I had an offer from a customer, and he wanted me to make a kaftan. And while he was giving me the work, I charged him, and he said price is not an issue. He wanted me to do the work, but I was not confident because I was not that skilled as at then. So he was now telling me that, please, I want this work to be top notch. I like my clothes to be standard and all of that. While he was saying this, my fear inside my heart, I was shivering because I was like, am I good enough to do this work? But as time went by and I improved in the skill, when someone comes to me and said, I need a garment, I need a suit, I need a trouser, I need a top, I need a kaftan, regardless of the person's status, I have that confidence that I'll be able to deliver a quality work because I've actually worked on myself. I've actually improved my skill. Now, how do you improve your skill? Now, there are 2 ways you can improve your skill. One is to learn, and the other is to practice. Now, you're on my YouTube channel Luyasi. You are subscribed to other tailoring YouTube channel. You watch videos every day. You learn new skill. I tell you, no matter how much you learn, if you don't practice, it doesn't stick. Now, there's a popular quote that I just saw recently, and it says, understanding comes from listening and learning comes from doing. Understanding comes from listening. You're watching this video, you're listening to me, you're understanding some tips in tailoring. But real learning comes from doing. So there needs to be an action, there needs to be practice. So you learn how to sew a cuff, you have to practice it. Continuous practice, that's how you improve your skill. And one suggestion I'll give is online classes. If physically where you are, you're not learning as fast as you should read tailoring books, you should enroll in online classes. You pay for knowledge, you pay for online classes, you improve your skill. Now, the more skilled you become, the more confident you become. Because when you know you're very good at something, confidence just comes automatically. So one way to actually eliminate fear and boost your confidence when it comes to collecting clients' work is to actually improve your skill, and you improve your skill by learning and practicing. Now, even when it comes to pricing, now where I'm located, most people complain that I charge a lot. I charge like 2 or 3 times or even 4 times the price of tailors around me situated where I am, and people still come. And the reason why I have that confidence to price my work that high is because I know I'm skilled at what I do. So you see, confidence comes from you being very good, being competent, and being skilled at what you do. So one way to boost your confidence, eliminate fear, is to improve your skill as a tailor. So now, the second tip I'll give you on how you can actually improve your confidence when it comes to sewing for people is to make mistake. Now, hold on, let me explain. Now, you need to put yourself on the spot. You need to put yourself in danger, let me put it that way. Now, I see a lot of aspiring tailors, beginner tailors, people that are learning the skill of tailoring, and they don't want to put themselves on the spot. Now, one of the most effective ways to learn when it comes to tailoring is by experience. I was discussing with a friend when I was still in the fashion school, and he said, if you've not damaged a cloth before, or if you've not actually damaged a customer or a client's cloth before, then you've not started learning. You have to put yourself on the spot. You have to actually collect that work that you are afraid of damaging. You have to actually talk to that client and actually do that gown or that top or that shirt or that trouser for that client. And if you make a mistake, you learn from it. Now, when I was still at the fashion school, I collected some trousers to make for a client, a kaftan top and a trouser. And he gave me money for both the fabric and the sewing cost. Now, when I collected the work, I was still an amateur. I was still kind of a novice then. So when I collected it, I cut it myself and I made a mistake. So when I was actually sewing it, I saw that this is actually an error. And while I was sewing it, I discovered where I made a mistake. Quickly, I went to the market, got a fresh fabric at my own cost. And after getting the fabric, I had to redo it again and it came out well. So sometimes you have to put yourself on the spot. Collect that work that you're afraid of doing. That self-confidence that is still low. Put yourself on the spot. The more you make mistakes, the more you improve. While making that mistake, your confidence grows. So let's say you're afraid to collect a gown from a client and you collect it. And maybe there are hiccups along the way, but you successfully finished it and the client loves it. You'll be more confident to collect more. So make mistakes. It's good to make mistakes that you learn from. So if you damage a customer's fabric and you have to buy another one at your cost, you are paying the price to learn. That's how you boost your confidence and eliminate fear when it comes to collecting work from people. The final tip I'll give you on how to eliminate fear and boost your confidence when it comes to cutting and tailoring is be consistent. Now, one of the major issues I've seen when it comes to beginner tailors or people trying to learn the skill of tailoring, I said it in my previous video, is lack of consistency. Now, consistency is key. I mentioned in the first point that for you to actually eliminate fear when it comes to tailoring, you need to actually be very skilled at the work. One way to boost that skill is to be consistent. I've had a lot of apprentices who came with zeal to learn the skill of tailoring. They wanted to learn, they are passionate about tailoring, they love tailoring. But what I see most times is lack of consistency. You see, they come on Mondays, they come on Tuesdays, they are on fire, they love to learn, and after a while, Tuesday, Wednesday, they don't come, maybe till the next week. So something you do once in a while, it gets very difficult to become very good at it, especially tailoring. Tailoring needs time, tailoring needs attention. So for you to actually build confidence in your skill and be able to collect work from absolutely anyone, you need to know deep down that you're actually very good at it. And if you're not skilled in tailoring, you will know deep down. So when somebody comes and says, I need a suit, or I need a kaftan, or I need a button-up shirt like this, and you know you're not too good at it, or you're still coming up, that fear will always come in. Fear of not delivering up to standard, fear of damaging the fabric, fear of making a mistake when it comes to construction, fear of even losing a customer. So one way to actually boost that skill is through becoming very skilled at it. And how do you become skilled at it? It is through consistency. Now, we do what we do today by the grace of God, not because of how we are talented. That's also part of it, but it also came as a result of consistency. I've been at this for almost a decade. So when I tell you I know how to do this, it's because of consistency. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Luyasi. Hit the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you get the first time notice of it. If you have any question, hit me up in the comment section.